This is Max the Blue Dog. Max the Blue Dog does not have an owner, and he does not have any friends. So Max wanders around the streets by himself. He wanders up the streets, he wanders down the streets, he wanders all over the town by himself. One day, while Max the Blue Dog was wandering the streets, he spotted a homeless man sitting by the side of the road. If he had not spotted this homeless man, he probably would have carried on wandering around the streets. But because he spotted the homeless man sitting by himself, he decided to go closer and see what he looked like. The homeless man looked miserable. He had a miserable expression on his face. He was probably tired, he was probably hungry, he was probably lonely, and that's probably why he had a miserable expression on his face. So Max the Blue Dog decided he was going to help this homeless man. He snuck into the supermarket and started looking around for something that he could get for the homeless man to eat. He wandered up one aisle, he wandered up another aisle, and he wandered down the next aisle. Finally, he came across the fruit and vegetables aisle, and he spotted some bananas on one of the low shelves in the fruit aisle. So Max the Blue Dog decided to sneakily take one of the bananas from the fruit aisle. He did it very sneakily so that nobody would notice him doing it. Sneakily, Max the Blue Dog tried to leave the supermarket with the banana in his mouth. He left quickly so that nobody would notice him stealing the banana. If he had taken longer to leave the supermarket, he probably would have been caught by the people working at the supermarket. But Max was quick, and he ran out of the supermarket rapidly. He took the banana and took it back to the miserable homeless man who was sitting outside. The homeless man saw the blue dog with a banana in its mouth, and he was perplexed. He was perplexed because he had never seen a blue dog before, and he was perplexed because the dog was carrying a banana in its mouth. The homeless man was absolutely perplexed by this situation. But then he realized that the blue dog was giving the banana to him for something to eat, and so he changed from feeling perplexed to feeling grateful. He felt very grateful that he had been given some food. However, the homeless man was still miserable. He had no money, nowhere to live, and he was miserable. Max the Blue Dog decided it would be a good idea to keep the homeless man company for a while. But then something surprising happened. Passers-by saw Max the Blue Dog sitting next to the homeless man, and many passers-by were shocked to see a blue dog sitting at the side of the road. So some passers-by walked over to take a closer look at Max. Many passers-by were curious to see a blue dog sitting by the side of the road, and they wanted to stroke him and touch his fur. And many of these passers-by left cash inside the homeless man's hat. The homeless man's hat filled with more cash and more cash and more cash, until eventually the homeless man had enough to buy food for a whole week. From that moment on, the homeless man and Max the Blue Dog became best pals, and Max the Blue Dog had finally found an owner.